Hey there, and welcome back to more Diablo 3, and let's continue with the story. So yeah, we got into Caldeum.
I heard a rumor that there is a strange and mysterious jewel crafting device hidden in the aqueducts of the Daugr Oasis. I have a mind to go search for it myself. Don't worry, I won't go alone. I'm sure I'll find someone to show me around.
Yeah, this act was pretty cool. There were so many cool things happening here.
You may notice that jewels you find enhance your already considerable abilities. I can combine similar gems to make a more powerful one. At the moment, I can only offer you a few basic pieces of jewelry. Now, if you bring me supplies, I will eventually be able to offer you exciting and exotic new designs. But it doesn't have to be just business with us. Come by and talk anytime, my friend.
The only part of the Act 2 I didn't like was the one with the after aqueducts. That was like the worst part.
Oh, it's even harder than I remembered, Ed. I'm afraid I'm growing weak. I need a drink and a bath. And something to keep the sun off. Or maybe just a nice cool jewel to put on my forehead. That will fix everything.
Yeah, everything about this act was pretty good, but the last part... Oh, not the last part, but almost the last part was like the worst part.
An enchanting young woman, who is much more than her youth suggests, will come to your aid today. She can be of great help to you, so try to be polite, will you?
What is going to happen that I will need her help?
The Coven will use deception to try to ambush you. Ugh, how predictable.
Wait, back up a moment. What was that you said about an enchanting young woman?
Ah, Celdo, unlike me, she will be immune to your charming advances. But it doesn't hurt to try, does it? I was just talking to Hedrick. He is still denying his grief. He really needs to open up. If he would just let me comfort him, it would do him a world of good.
Okay.
New goods today. Please,
Hello.
I heard you came here from Tristram. My family came from there.
Oh,
That
shit.
place has had some very bad luck. hasn't it?
Yeah, hey house. Where are you from, little girl?
Oh, Hedrick doesn't talk, does he? Kala does, at least.
I have never been outside the city my entire life. I have never even been outside the palace. When they threw us out here, I thought I would die. I was terrified. But now, look at this view. I have never understood how large the world actually was. It is beautiful.
True. You can see with the whole Caldeum. Caldeum is actually one of the best looking cities. I wonder if it's gonna be in Diablo 4 too. Because I'm hyped for that.
Here we are. Caldeum. Jewel of
Caldeum.
the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench on the air.
We need to split up. You two search for Belial, while I hunt that witch Magda. Cain's death will not go unanswered.
True. But wait a minute, there should be the book somewhere.
By the grace of the ancients, may your soul be warmed and brought to glory in righteousness.
He's like a healer in every town. I'm not really sure if he's necessary though.
How does it feel to be back in Caldeum?
I told myself I'd never come back here. And yet here I am.
Because of what happened to your father?
Because of what happened to me. Some scars don't heal, and there's no point in scratching at them, is there? The weather doesn't suit me either.
Oh yeah, the weather must be a little bit troublesome. Covetous.
I knew you would lead me to exciting and mysterious places. We should encounter the jewel I seek any day now.
Tell me more about this jewel.
Oh, it's nothing special. It merely changes form to evade pursuers and drives its owners mad.
What? Why would you search for such a thing?
Because it's mine.
Because it's mine. I need it! Give it here!
You try to give a young man some advice, and he assumes you are the Sensei god of thieves, traveling in disguise as an elderly jeweler. I understand his confusion, as I do share certain features.
Such as?
Well, we both are handsome, impossibly clever, adequately bearded, oh, and handsome. I know I repeat myself, but our sheer beauty should not be understated.
The people of Shansai worship 59 gods, but few are more revered than Zai, the exiled trickster god who travels the face of the world disguised as a humble merchant. Tales of his adventures range from ingenious thefts and practical jokes to more lurid exploits, none of which I'm comfortable recording here.
Caldeum. Everything Uncle Deckard left me leads to this place. It's strange. I first met him here when I was only a child, and now his loss feels heavier than ever. He was right about everything all along. We have to stop Belial before it's too late.
You seem down today. Tell me what Miriam can do for you.
I am not down, but the Coven and their demonic master are nothing to laugh at.
What is life without laughter? So the demon lords want to crush all humanity beneath their heel. Does that mean you can't smile? The cultists are making a great mess of things out in the desert. They deserve the painful death you will bring to them.
Of course. But what are they trying to do?
They are torturing and killing innocent villagers to lure you into their trap. But you'll get the better of them, won't you?
The cartoony graphics were a little bit odd at first when I started playing, but later on it grew to me. It still looks pretty good. I always liked these like also cartoony styles. There was like a Prince of Persia game which was also cartoony, and I liked that one a lot.
God, where did these refugees come from?
I am not a god. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven. It even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
It seems fate has brought us together. I hunt Magda. Do you know where she is?
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Kasim outpost. All of these people have fled from the cultists in Alcarnus. They are refugees far from their homes.
Why can't they enter the city?
The Imperial Guard lets no one in. These people are sentenced to a slow death.
Although I wish the character models were a little bit more high definition.
The Iron Wolves were mercenaries, until we helped the Zakharum priests find the successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that, but everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually, they took over.
It is actually interesting. I was looking at her, and it seems like this is like the nude part of her. It's kind of wild, though.
Do you have any other family, Lyndon?
Oh,
My
Lyndon.
brother and I were orphans. We only had each other.
Is he a thief as well, then?
No, he was a member of the city guard.
That seems odd.
Not as much as you might think. Until the end, that is.
Lyndon.
Have you heard? Emperor Hakan threw his entire court out of the city. They're trapped out here with the rest of us.
There is some justice in this world, after all.
Justice? They're a load of pompous fools. But even they don't deserve what's coming tonight.
What happens tonight?
They're wearing jewels worth more than any of us see in a year. And they have to sleep sometime.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Tyrael and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Caldeum while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Good. Learn what you can while I head to Alcarnus to take care of Magda.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
Shudder, child, what is that foul stench?
It's the sewer, sir. That hole goes right into it.
I'm sure our Emperor had his reasons for closing the gates. But how are we expected to sleep scant inches from tunnels packed with filth?
A bit of advice, my lord. If I were you, I would sleep with my back against the wall.
It's rude, dude.
Don't look at me like that. I'm no common thief. I just temporarily mislaid my purse. This store's owner would be proud to let someone like me purchase his vegetables on credit. Were he here?
Okay. They're so intermittent.
Borderlands was hard, but we had our dignity. We came here for help, and how do they treat us? Like animals.
There's so many
The inner
interactions.
city is closed by order of His Eminence, Emperor Hakan II. For now, you must all remain here.
Let us in! We are dying of hunger and thirst. Can't you smell the stench of death?
The Emperor has forsaken us.
Back, or we will force you back.
Your Imperial Guard would let us die here. At least the Iron Wolves try to aid us.
Mention them again, and I will leave your corpse for them to find.
When the Emperor discovers that you've shut me out here with this rabble, you'll be lucky if he only takes your head.
Boink? What the hell was that?
Tilnan has new goods today. Come, you look, you buy. The prices may be high, but the quality is worth every coin.
Is it now?
I've dug up. I dig this stuff up, clean it off, and drag it here to sell it. You want any?
Nope.
Many of my banished peers have fled for Lut Gholein. Not I. I shall wait for our Emperor to come to his senses.
Very noble, my lady. So it has nothing to do with the last caravan leaving 10 minutes ago?
What impudence! How dare you even speak to me?
Apologies, my lady. You'd best take up your concerns with the Emperor.
Yeah, these two are gonna be like very funny.
Alcarnus is being destroyed by the Coven. I've seen people skinned alive.
Okay, I think there's books in this particular inn. Yeah.
Most commoners know Caldeum by reputation, if not direct experience. The trade city has existed for thousands of years, predating even the Mage clan wars. Its neutral stance throughout the following centuries saved it from the destruction that visited the nearby city of Wizzard, and life, along with trade, carried on.
All this pain and suffering. This is what happens when you let a child sit on the throne.
Oh. Why would you put a child in general?
Everything I had was in Alcarnus. I am ruined.
My family. I lost my whole family out there.
Yeah, each time you basically do a quest and you return here, there's gonna be more and more dialogue.
This gate leads to Alcarnus. You'll need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Casim outpost. We haven't heard anything from the Iron Wolves in the desert. If you make it to the Casim outpost, seek out Captain David.
And also more lore, more...
Returning to town.
Every interaction with the townspeople are gonna be different. Which is also pretty cool. Okay, no book, but there will be a new book.
I have considered what we discussed, and you are correct. I know little about my past, beyond what my order has told me. But what does it matter? Look what they have done for me. They've turned me into a living weapon, a light against darkness.
Yes, you blaze so brightly that you willingly blind yourself. You said before that you have doubts.
I wouldn't know how to begin. How do I seek memories that have been taken from me?
I find that meditating on a problem can help focus your mind.
You may be right. I will find a way to take back my memories and exonerate my order.
You do that. Oh wait,
I am returning to town.
there is something. There's one more lady. Kala or Kana or whatever her name is. Kala, yeah. She usually has like more dialogues too. Seems like now we do not have any.
Lady, I got some new...
I caught some new ears, lady.
Something tells me this will be an interesting journey.
Seems like.
Take heed, traveler.
cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
They're welcome to try. I have come here to kill them, and their leader.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you.
Well now, it's my lucky day.
There are illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
I've dealt with these cultists before. Their traps are easily spotted, but my thanks for the warning.
Yeah, she's also pretty cool, but not as cool as Lyndon. Lyndon is the best. Constant jokes and everything like that. Actually, surprisingly, he's not flirting with, like, the main character, though.
These overgrown insects wouldn't be notable whatsoever if not for their exceptionally poisonous stings, which, alas, killed my young apprentice. I thought he would be more careful when I sent him to retrieve a sample from the hive, but his parents did not understand my perspective. The Lacuni, or panther men as they are sometimes called, have inhabited the desert wastes east of Caldeum for thousands of years. The large males are the tribe's leaders and protectors, while the agile females are expert hunters. Mostly they are primitive and reclusive creatures, although they will attack if cornered or hungry.
Stay back! They're in the rocks!
Be careful. They are very near to us.
Are you certain? The road seems impassable.
You should never have come. Demons will feast on your bones.
Shut up. Got him.
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Arena.
I'm no stranger to magic myself, and yours is pretty unusual. What are you really doing out here?
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Captain, from behind!
Protect the people! Iron Wolves!
Don't worry, they're safe.
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Should I expect more Lacuni on the road to Alcarnus?
Even worse. Cultists are casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
Okay. Go. Damn, I need the portal. And I need it now. Spear.
There is another illusion here. The cultists try to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals.
Oh yeah, I forgot
will seek
about
out
this.
any other traces of their magic.
That opponent there must have wonderful treasure.
Oh yeah, these enemies were annoying. These little wasps. They shoot those little wasps at you and they travel far, man. And they deal a lot of damage too.
Though the champions are larger and the lunatics more devastating, it is the shaman priests who lead the fallen. These
Need more
shrunken,
arcane power.
unintimidating demons can easily kill an enemy with their firebolts. But it is their ability to resurrect their imp allies that allows them to command
don't have
such
enough
high
arcane
respect
power.
from their peers.
Okay, the enemies are a little bit more
Increases.
powerful, but we gain levels a lot faster too now. Damn. Oh, we got the Hydras. Ice armor. Oh, we have this. Yeah, we're gonna use that one. That one is great. So are the Hydras. The
This is
laser.
one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
For life.
The ritual is disrupted!
Burn, boys!
be another ritual at a cellar to the east of here.
They tortured my poor husband.
We will avenge him.
That is a big fleshy monster there. Disintegrate.
I owe you my life. Bless you.
I don't remember. There should be a book, I think. Journal or something. Maybe in the next one. Lots of daisies.
More hidden footprints.
Here, let's follow them. They lead back.
Laser beam!
Holy moly, the laser beam.
This human thresher is an elusive being with a tremendous capacity for bloodshed. It lurks beneath the sands, rising up to seize prey in its jaws and rend the body until it is but sinew and gore. I once saw a thresher in the flesh, and it rather disagreed with my constitution.
Oh, did it now?
More hidden footprints. If my old masters could see me
Nice.
now.
Teleport. Level 22. Okay, we also gained this electrocuting chain lightning. Raises maximum numbers of enemies that can be electrocuted. Definitely taking that one. Taking teleport instead of the Frost Nova, because the Frost Nova is not gonna be as impactful or great. Magic Weapon. Familiar. Summon a mystical familiar companion. Companion cannot be targeted or damaged by enemies. You know what? I can do the familiar. Remember that he stays with you and deals a fair amount of damage.
Footprints.
God. Wait, hidden footprints, where did they go?
Still waiting.
Oh, they lead here into the secret altar. Burn, boys.
The ritual is disrupted.
Oh, is it now?
Not ready yet. There. That ought to dispel the...
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 Lords of Hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me.
Still waiting.
They are divided into the lesser evils, Belial, Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel, and the prime evils, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
I'd lost all hope.
I thought I was dead.
Akarat bless you.
No problem, fellas. Better leave this place.
Tell me, what shall you do when Magda is dead?
The Lords of Hell, Belial and Asmodan, are plotting an invasion. I will cause them to suffer greatly.
Curious. You must be the one who is meant to find here.
Oh, we got a crayon, boys. Get him! Yeah, this game is way easier than the Diablo 1. Diablo 1 was so far the hardest one. Well, it gets harder on more difficulties, but once you get like a proper build and the set items, basically it gets a lot easier
I
too.
think it is time for you to know my true tale.
What's
I
through
need to
there?
go back.
Just a second. I need to go back to town. Just check on most of the stuff. Maybe I'll have some new stories. I don't think so though. I think the new story will begin once we get through that bridge. But I wanted to check on.
I am not from Caldeum.
Oh,
I
really?
learned these spells 1500 years ago. My sisters and I pledged our service to a man of great power. We called him the Prophet. He trained us and placed us in a magical slumber to awaken in this era. I am to prevent the Lords of Hell from invading.
You're serious, aren't you? I read about a stasis spell like that once, but I've never tried it. Come with me. It will be nice to have another mage along.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Linden though. Although it would be better to take up the Enchantress, mainly for one reason alone, because you have like intelligence
Now
built.
to find the Casim outpost.
And most of
hopefully
all,
there will be some scantily clad women there to welcome us.
and usually you get like the stuff with intelligence when you play the source, the Wizzard. So it's a little bit better too. For that reason alone, but in general, you can take any class you want. I prefer Linden because he's just funny. That's why. But the Enchantress has a lot of cool spells too. But probably the best skill set has the Templar. Templar has
the city
the best.
has many secrets, and I still remember most of them. I can get into Caldeum through the sewers if I avoid the Imperial Guard. While I'm out, my friend has sworn to take down Magda. It won't bring Uncle Deckard back, but we'll all be relieved when she's gone.
There was one thing that I always found a little bit weird, is the items that you can use. The sword for the wizard, that kind of is really weird.
I stayed outside last night. I tried to ignore the silence, but the empty air felt like an open mouth above my head. Eventually, I realized I had to sleep. If someone was going to kill me, I was already dead. I hadn't slept that well in years.
Oh, sad to hear that.
Have things changed much in Caldeum since you've been gone?
Last time I passed through here was soon after meeting Mira. She wanted to stop and see the city, but I convinced her to travel on. My good memories of Caldeum feel like I'm watching someone else's life. I'll be glad for us to be gone.
Let's talk to every character. There are so many dialogues though.
I must say, I'm very fond of this new family I find myself in. But you could be a bit more open about your love for us, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, don't try to hide it. You act like you just need us for our skills, but we know the real reason you've brought us along with you.
Oh, really?
Have I ever told you that I knew Shen before he became part of our family here? Oh, he is such a sweet old fool. What a wild love we had for each other. He used to do the most surprising things, if you know what I mean. I could tell you stories that would curl your hair.
Please don't.
Now, this woman and that dude coming to Shin are just the horniest old people around. God damn it.
How long did it take you to get here?
Well, it was not very easy to find you. I had to search for days. When I woke up alone, I did not know what had happened. I wrote about it a little. You may read more if you wish. I felt no fear when they sealed the tomb before me, only a sense of peace as my mind drifted away into the darkness. It seems I opened my eyes only seconds later and beheld the chamber in ruins, half buried in sand. I have left everything behind. Only hope guides me now.
Yeah, she's definitely not dressed for for a desert though. Not the best attire.
So what was this place like during
You
your
get sunburned.
time? Beautiful cities towered up toward the heavens, but they were full of wickedness. The Vigerai ruled them with will's sharpest stone.
The Vigerai mage clans, you mean? I suppose they are pretty ancient.
They were a great deal more vicious in my age. It pleases me to see that their influence has waned now.
Was the Prophet one of them?
Oh no. He meant to punish the Vigerai. They were the first to summon demons into this land.
Yeah, in the desert you need like light, long-sleeved clothes and just cover up as much as possible, because you can get burned really badly.
I have thought of a way to retrieve my lost memories, but it is dangerous. I must ask you to promise me something. Should I lapse into my old sins, whatever they may be, you must kill me, as I killed Jondar.
I choose redemption, but regardless, what is your idea?
I found a journal on Jondar's corpse, written in an ancient Templar cipher. I can translate it, but it will take some time. Perhaps studying his treachery will give me a clue into my past.
Well, that sounds ideal. What troubles you?
Jondar was once a man of faith, devoted to the Templar Order. What if he discovered something that made him betray himself? Matters not, for I must do this anyway.
Okay, let's continue.
I got some new things.
Go to the city. I think there might be new dialogues here. I think Ashira doesn't tell you much, but the other interactions do change.
Is that you?
Yeah.
What happened?
Thieving peasants. They came while I was sleeping, pinned me down, and cut off my robes and jewelry.
I'm so sorry, my friend. Come, stay with me. I am sharing a tent with a fine and generous family.
Oh no, I'm staying where the guards are. You wait and see. That peasant family is going to slit your throat and rub your corpse.
Jeez. Where's the old man? Was that the old man?
People are dying out here. Can they not see that? Demons ravage the deserts. Our villages are overrun. Why don't you come see Tilnan's new goods? You will not be disappointed.
Don't go out there.
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested.
Don't go out there, it's horrible.
From the sculpted sky roads leading to the Imperial Palace, one can see all of breathtaking Caldeum below.
Breathtaking? Before the gates closed, I saw 3 rats and a starving child fighting over half an apple.
It pleases you to exaggerate, I'm sure.
No, it pleases me to pass out drunk in the shade. But here we are.
I wouldn't go over there if I were you. Some poor fellow fell to his death from the walls.
I hear they have resorted to cannibalism out in the desolate sands.
I am not mad. I tell you there are demons out there.
My little Hakan has become so cruel, so paranoid in the last few weeks. I hear that he has ordered all of his staff to leave the city, or he will have them thrown from the walls. He cannot possibly mean me. I have cared for him since he was an infant.
These horrors are just another burden we must bear in this life.
Ooh.
I heard the Coven killed the last of the Horadrim.
Where are the Viserai? Why do they do nothing?
The Trade Consortium Council has always been the ruling body of Caldeum, but it gained additional strength after the fall of the Viserai. The councilmen saw opportunity in the rapidly growing Zakarum faith, and they allowed the fanatics to build their enormous cathedral, Saldenkal, within the center of the city.
The desert sands can drive you mad. I have seen it happen.
I am returning to town.
Yeah, let's go to town, let's go use the teleport, and let's go to the Kasim outpost. It's not too far away, and it's gonna be a lot easier to reach it, since we already have the teleport.
Need more time.
It has a cooldown, but it's not as long. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh yeah, this is the way. Almost forgot. The laser is insane. Get over here, boys. This spell is insane. Oh, come on. stuck in the middle of a rock.
Belial, Lord of Lies, is the most elusive of the 7 evils and is a master of deceit. It is said that he manipulated Asmodan into revolt against the prime evils. This began the Burning Hell's civil war, which ended with the dark exile of the prime evils to our mortal realm.
Yeah, I'll keep the teleport though. Maybe the storm armor is better than that previous one.
The Cain outpost, known for just about nothing. I don't like the way that guard looked at me.
Guards can tell what you're thinking.
And I don't like it.
Captain of the Guard, you are hereby ordered to send a band of your most loyal men to secure the Cain outpost. Control of the city hangs by a thread. The commoners are becoming restless, and it is imperative that we subdue them. Remain vigilant, for there may already be an outsider within our borders looking to stir up trouble.
Remain vigilant.
If you need a place to camp until the gates are open, there is room in our cellars, safe from the desert heat. The Imperial Guard will keep us safe.
Really now?
I need you to open the gate. I must reach Alcanus.
You must be mad. But if you're intent on rushing headlong to your death, talk to Captain David down in the command post. He's got the gate key.
The command post.
Here you are, delivered unto me as a sacrifice. A gift from Lord Belial.
Sacrifice? Me? Belial set you here as bait to lure me away from his treachery in Caldeum.
No! He would never betray me! Strike her down!
Belial is the Lord of Lies, Magda. The truth is, you were dead the minute you killed Cain.
These serpentine demons are Belial's favored servants, and he has granted them some of his skill in cunning and illusion. Deceivers will cloak themselves in the familiar forms of their enemies' companions and friends, waiting to strike when the moment is opportune. It is only then that their true forms are revealed.
I always like these like lore stories about each like demon and all. That was pretty cool.
Not a moment too soon. They plan to sacrifice us to Belial. Iron Wolves, take back the town!
Let's get it. Boys. We've been discovered! Nah, boys, you've been flamed on!
Has Magda reached out?
Yes, we've heard rumors of a horrible slaughter there.
Then please, open the gate. It is well past time for Magda to die.
The boys got shish kebab, snaky boys. I got some boots. Okay.
You almost make theft unnecessary.
Magda will soon pay for your death, Decathon.
Get him. Ooh, the fire burns, doesn't it, boys?
I am stronger still.
Damn, level 24 already. Siphoning blade. Zap.
Your grave awaits.
Eradicate the enemy. Damn, I should use the teleporter
Not ready yet.
more often. Yeah, the reach is not as great, but
Fancy attacks you like so much.
but everything else is just great. The damage is incredible.
The Valrus manuscript lists Asmodan as the best battlefield commander of all demons, having defeated the angels many times in the eternal conflict across Pandemonium and the prime evils in the demonic civil war. If the Lord of Sin ever assaults our realm, we truly have much to fear.
Do we though? There's new.
Is everything as the prophet told you, or have there been surprises?
Well, I did not expect you to keep company with a seraph.
Tyrael? But he's not really an angel anymore.
I knew what he was the instant I beheld him, but being in his presence makes me quite nervous.
He is only trying to help.
We do not deserve it. Tyrael sacrificed all he knew to aid us. I hope it is worthwhile.
Okay, there's probably... Ah, damn it.
I need to go back.
Wrong portal. Yeah, let's go to this one. I did get a new spell, I think. Yeah, Siphoning Blades. The blades are actually not bad, but the only disadvantage about the blade is that you need to be in close proximity to the enemies to actually deal damage. That's the only, like, disadvantage of that spell. Oops.
I'm rescued.
There are definitely like specific items which only some classes can use. But the majority of the classes use like pretty much the same weapons. Or can use the same weapons, which is a little bit odd, I would say. Because yeah, the two-handed swords do not look good on a wizard. But they certainly work.
At last.
Yeah, the enemies are getting a little bit stronger, it seems. Still not as strong, but... Or maybe that was just a bunch of enemies. We're stronger. Do I need to free all of them?
I must escape.
But better run. Oh, it was a bonus. I didn't have to do that. Die, boys.
Magda, such sad tales have reached me of your truly abysmal failure to stop the enemy at the Cain outpost. But at least the enemy's spy is being found. Once we eliminate her and her allies, this obnoxious little world will fall to me, and perhaps you, if you survive.
Another sunset, and Alcarnus is still safe from the sudden madness that plagues Caldeum. Though we are seeing an influx of hooded pilgrims for some Zakarum holy day, the demons out there are keeping their distance. I will double the guard at the gate. We must not be unprepared if our luck turns.
Oh damn it, I wanted to change that spell actually. Meteor. Meteor is not bad. Meteor is a pretty decent spell. Let's change that to mirrors. Where did I miss the first order of Belial?
No illusions to hide behind this time. I didn't think you were brave enough to face me in the flesh.
It matters not. While you hunted me, Belial's Imperial Guard captured your little witch Leah. Soon, her power shall be his.
Oh really? We'll see about that.
Need more time. More arcane power. Pay for your death, Cain. Be at peace, my friend.
I've had about enough of that woman.
When I joined the Coven, it was weak and idle. The leaders were content to do nothing, while the prime evils were imprisoned. I convinced another witch to help me poison them, and together we took control. She left some years later, but I continued, bringing the Coven to glory under Lord Belial.
Lord
I need
Belial.
to go back.
I knew
Then
a woman
get you.
from Caldeum once.
Oh, he didn't finish.
In her final miserable moments, Magda swore that the demon Lord Belial would soon rule this world. He'll have to defeat me first.
Magda. She's not much of an enemy, was she not? Okay. Listen to the new dialogue.
I have translated a strange passage from John Dar's journal. Long before he began serving Magda, he found a set of what he called key words hidden in a dusty librum. He writes that when he read these words, memories from his past returned to torment him. It was at that point that he began to mistrust the Order, though he did not say why. I am prepared to look upon these words and risk my soul. But I want you to understand something. I know I may die at any time. When I do, it must be without a single doubt that I am serving the light.
There is no evil in seeking knowledge. It is what you do with it that matters.
Thank you, my friend. But please, remember your promise.
Why didn't you become a guard like your brother?
We're not much alike, really. He was always dependable and practical. A complete bore, I'd say.
And you were drawn to trouble.
Hardly. I was just amusing myself with the Thieves' Guild. It was nothing serious.
Until you were a wanted man.
That may have been serious.
Oh, the Jewel of the East! Caldeum is really quite amazing. I have never seen anything quite like it. And I have seen so many things in my life.
Caldeum is a city, not an actual jewel.
That explains quite a bit, actually.
Okay, we will talk to Cyril a little bit later.
Did you meet your wife here?
It's actually quite a tale. We met in a town not far from here on the outskirts of Curast. She was... well, you're not going to believe it. She was locked in a cave.
Oh yeah, dude, that's
you married a criminal?
No. They were going to burn her as a witch.
You married a witch?
Let's talk about this another time.
There's a lot of questions, man. You better answer them. Was your wife a witch? Huh?
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
I think I will. Oh. Anything new here?
There's that wizard. She must be spectacular to have destroyed those cultists in Alcarnis.
I can't believe anyone could have survived that out there, let alone defeat those monsters.
I know, but she did it.
I did. Well, she did. Okay, there's nothing new there, nothing new here. Nothing new, nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. So nothing
dug up
new.
some new things for you to take a look at.
Seems like the same stories. Nothing new. Okay. So maybe that was just a story I just missed previously.
Still waiting.
Okay, we're gonna continue next time. So thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like, leaving a comment, ringing that notification bell, and I'll be seeing you around the next one. Have a nice day or evening, and I'll see you around. Bye bye.